Okay, let's look at this question. So we have 2a squared minus 23 plus 2 square root 6 squared, that's 6 times 6, which is 36, plus 8 squared, that's 8 times 8, which is 64, equal, we can split the cube root of 125, cube root of a cubed. So that's gonna be 2a squared minus 23 plus 2 square root 36 plus 64, that's 100, equal cube root of 125, that's a 5. You need to memorize at least the first 5 cube roots, and the cube root will cancel the power 3, so that's a. So 2x squared minus 23 plus 2 times square root of 100. Square root of 100 is 10, equal to 5a. Now move that 5a in here. So that's 2a squared minus 5a. And 2 times 10, that's 20 minus 23. So that's going to be negative 3 equal to 0. We can't take a common factor in here, so we're going to have to do slide and divide. So slide the 2. So we're actually multiplying the 2 by the negative 3. So that's a squared minus 5a minus 6 is equal to 0. Now we need to factor the 6. 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. The middle sign is negative, so the bigger number is negative. The second sign is negative, so the smaller number is the opposite. So that's negative 5. This is negative 1. Clearly, this is the answer. So this is actually a plus 1 times a minus 6. That's supposed to be equal to 0. We did the slide. Don't forget the divide. Divide by 2. The first one, we should bring the 2 and multiply it by the a, but we're solving or finding the solutions. But actually, we don't need to. Just switch the sign. So a is going to be equal to negative 1 over 2. Here, 6 divided by 2 is 3, so that's a minus 3, so it means a will be equal to the opposite sign of that, which is just 3. طبعا negative 1 over 2 is negative 0.5. It's a half. And 3. So negative 0.5 and 3, it means the answer is B. Moving forward, what is the value of k that makes this equation have no real roots? طبعا this question can come has no real roots, has 2 real roots, has 1 real root. It's exactly the same as the one from before. Okay, so we need to find what is A, what is B, and what is C. And you will face a problem in here, that you have 2 x's. We know that B is the term that comes with x. So you need to join these 2 x's into one. How so? Remember, I told you, whenever a variable is repeated twice, or you want to join it, you have to take it as a common factor. So this is going to be x squared plus, take the x as a common factor, and it's like you're dividing by x. X divided by x, that's 1. Kx divided by x, the x's will cancel, so that's going to be plus k. And then plus 1 equal to 0. Okay, so now we can take our a, b, and c. A, it's 1. It's the number next to x squared. The b here is 1 plus k. And the c is 1. It's the number that's alone. So no real roots, so it's less than 0. So the discriminant b squared minus 4ac is less than 0. So we're gonna have b is 1 plus k squared minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is 1, is less than 0. So 4 times 1 times 1, that's 4. So 1 plus k squared. This is all negative 4. You can send it to the other side, so it will be less than 4. You can either expand this bracket and factor and test, or you can do it using square root. So 1 plus k, but طبعا absolute value is less than square root of 4 is 2. This is the AND case, so this will give us 1 plus k less than 2, and you need to repeat this part in here, but in negative. So this is gonna be like this. Now you can cancel this one by doing minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. So we end up with negative 3 is less than k is less than 2 minus 1 is 1. So I think the answer is A. Moving forward, which of the following equations is x equal to the only real solution? If we look at them, you can, from just looking, you can exclude A and D. So you need to just try B and C. So if we're gonna try B, so try B, that x squared plus 4x plus 4 equal to 0. Factor the 4, so that's 1 times 4 and 2 times 2. Positive, طبعا that's the easiest case, which is positive. 5 and 4, these are the answers. So x plus 2 times x plus 2. When you split, x will be equal to negative 2 because you take it the opposite sign. فطبعا they want x equal to, but this one is rejected. Let's move this one from here to here. And let's try C next. Okay, so try C. You have x squared plus 4 times x squared minus 4x plus 4 equal to 0. This first part, this can't be factored because x power 2 and then plus a number. This can't be factored. It gives imaginary solutions. So ignore it. We're gonna concentrate on this part. So x squared minus 4x plus 4 is equal to 0. Factor the 4 again. 1 times 4, 2 times 2. Middle sign is negative, so the big is negative. Second sign is positive, so it's similar. The small is similar to the big. Clearly this is negative 5, this is negative 4. طبعا this is the answer. So that's x minus 2 times x minus 2 equal to 0. Switch the sign, so x equal to, the other one also is x equal to. So yes, the answer is C. Next, he wants the sum of the roots of the equation x squared minus 7x minus 8 is equal to 0. Okay, so for this one, let's factor it normally and then we just need to add the answer. It's an easy question. So factor the 8. The 8 is 1 times 8 and 2 times 4. The bigger number is negative because the first sign is negative. The other one is the opposite. So that's a negative 7, that's a negative 2. So these are the factors. X plus 1 times x minus 8 is equal to 0. Flip the sign so that x is negative 1, x is positive 8. If you add them, 8 minus 1, it's gonna be a 7. Moving forward. Okay. If the remainder of dividing p of x by x minus 2 is 0, then p of x could be. What does that mean? The remainder is 0. What does it mean? It means that this is one of the factors. The factor. Okay, so that's the catch. X minus 2 is one of the two factors. So let's just factor everything that we have, and x minus 2 should be a factor. Okay. One more thing, and an easier way. If x minus 2 is a factor, then it means we can get a 0 from there. From those who remember in pre-cal, if x minus 2 is a factor, the remainder is 0. So what you can do here, make x minus 2 is equal to 0. I think this way is easier. Move the negative 2 so x is equal to 2. What do we do by this? Plug this into here. Whatever gives you a 0 is the answer. How so? Try A. Yalla, A, it's gonna be 2 squared minus 5 times 2 minus 6. 2 squared, that's 4 minus 10 minus 6. طبعا not equal to 0, so this one is wrong. Okay, let's try B. Remove x and put 2. So that's gonna be 2 squared plus 4 times 2 minus 4. That's gonna be 4 plus 8 minus 4. Again, this isn't equal to 0. Try C. It's gonna be 2 minus 1 squared minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 squared is 1. 1 minus 1 equal to 0. So yes, it is C. This is one of the applications for the remainder theorem that you studied in pre-calculus in grade 11 or 12. Depends on what school you're in. Moving forward. Okay, geometry. We have a new branch of geometry. We did have geometry before, but in this test, they added a new branch, which is analytical geometry. So what do we have in here? If A is 2 and 3 and B is 5 and 7, then the distance between point A and B. So the distance formula is equal to square root x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Type, where is x2 and all of that? Here, the 2 points x1, y1, x2, y2. So the distance is equal to x2 is 5 minus x1, which is 2 power 2, plus y2 is 7 minus y1, which is 3 power 2. So that's square root 5 minus 2, that's 3, so 3 power 2, plus 7 minus 4 minus 3, that's a 4 power 2, اللي هي square root 9 plus 16, which is square root of 25. طبعا square root of 25 is 5. Okay, this question is similar but it's a little bit tricky. What is the area of a right triangle whose hypotenuse is the line segment joining 2 and 3 and 5 and 7? So it's the same numbers, but it's not the same question. طيب. Actually, in this question, we need to graph. So let's make our axis. Here is, let's say, our x-axis. Here is our y-axis. So in here, do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Don't need any more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so the first point is 2 and 3, 2 and 3, it's gonna be here. Second point is 5 and 7, 5 and 7 is gonna be here. And a hypotenuse, or maybe it's a little bit higher, I think. The hypotenuse is the longest side in a right triangle. So if you want to connect this and then make a right triangle like this. Okay, so what is the area of any triangle? The area of triangle. Come on, we have two formulas, but here we can use the one that has the base and the height. So that's base times height over 2 or times half. It's the same. Okay, what is the base in here? The base in here, we just need to go here. This is 2 and this is 5. So this piece is 3. 5 minus 2. So the base here is 3 times the height. Do it from here. This is 3 and this is 7. So this piece is 7 minus 3, which is 4. So 3 times 4 over 2. 4 divided by 2, that's 2. So that's 3 times 2, which is 6. So the area is 6. Okay. The diameter of a circle is the line joining the points 2 and 3 and 5 and 7 on an xy plane. What is the area of the circle? Okay, so this time we have a circle. So let's copy the coordinate plane from the other problem because it's exactly the same numbers. طبعا these problems, they didn't come in the same test, they came in different versions. Okay, so in here, it's exactly the same points by the way, 2 and 3 and 5 and 7. But instead of asking to make a right triangle, لا, they asked us to make a circle. Okay, so it's a circle like this.